Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm gonna make an excuse for the interstate up there. This is the 26th, 27th, 28th of January. I don't pay attention to that anymore, I don't have to. And I'm over here on my property, my land, my other piece of land that I own. I've talked about it before. Borders the interstate on one side, railroad tracks on the other. And it's the tail end of my great grandfather's sugar place. And my grandfather had it. Then the interstate went through in the 60s and wiped it out, put him out of business. And this is what's left on the bottom side. My cousin owns the upper side. Years ago I did some mushroom hunting videos up there, and I think there's a bunch of quartz up there. I went up and made a video once. I was taking a little stroll today because a normal year I couldn't be here. I would have had the snowshoe up here. I couldn't have got here. And this year is so weird. There's no snow. I mean, what do we got here? 2 inches maybe? There's no ice in the lakes. I'm actually thinking the road is froze up enough. Huh, I wonder what that was. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was a skunk. I don't know if you can see those tracks. Usually they're hibernating, but boy, that looks like skunk to me. What's it look like to you folks? And that's pretty fresh. We're not gonna bother him. I don't know if that's the same one or another one. It is that time of year that they start to get romance on their mind. But this is just so weird to be able to do this. I'm gonna stroll over here a ways. I'm gonna shut you off. Really don't know, I'm just looking around. It's 34 degrees when I left the house. I'm not even dressed for this weather. Or dressed for January. Usually it's, growing up it'd be below zero. Then it got so we didn't do that as much. Now it doesn't even freeze hardly anymore. A little bit at night. I think I could get over here to start cutting some firewood. I want to clean up a few of those trees along the range there. I'm going to take them out, build the berm bigger. I'll turn you back on again, see what we've got. This right here is rare for over here. I have never, even when I've snowshoed over here, back when we had snow machines came over here, never were there deer still around here this time of year. They got out of here and had gone to where there's cedar and more protection from the weather, but it just doesn't get cold. It's crazy. This year particularly, there's no ice in the lakes. They're fishing some of the small ones, but I think they're taking an awful chance doing it. It's not good looking ice to me, and I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. But this is so rare to see deer tracks out here. Nice big deer too. Well, I wasn't going to walk all the way to the cabin, and curiosity got the best of me. I cut that last fall trying to get it down, because that was the one place my side-by-side had troubles. Well, I got it hung up in here, and I said, you know what? The wind will come up and it'll come down. It did. So I'll finish cleaning it up. I come over here with a chainsaw. We'll finish cleaning it up. The cabin looks like it weathered the storm. I don't believe I'll walk on that ice headed down the slope we're headed. That could be interesting. The cabin looks like it did all right. No trees on the roof. It's always a nice thing. Yeah, we'll go over and open her up, see what she looks like. Then I'm going to head back because it's... Man, I can't believe how good and froze it is. There's no snow over here. The woods at home got just enough snow so they didn't freeze. They got maybe 4 inches. There's not hardly any in it. Geez, the stovepipe didn't even get blown down. Looks all good. I don't know why it's so wet there. Something's getting on it. Yeah, if we'll open the door, see how many mice run out. I don't have a light. You see it's kind of dark in here. Anyway, we're not getting anything but darkness out the window, so I'm going to shut you off. This video's getting kind of long. I wasn't going to walk all the way over here. I've got about 2.5 miles in, and I got the same trip back. So we're going to get heading out. The cabin withstood all the storms we had. You never know. Tree comes down. It happens. I cut that one there because it was dead. That was over there. And I said, yeah, that'll fall on it. So I cut that one and got it down. Oh well. Could be a lot worse. So I got just 2 down from the storm over here. One of them was that big walnut. And there's a hemlock down. This one that's in the trail up here, I cut that and it finally blew down. It was hung up. And I was going to end up with it on top of my head. And I said, well, we'll just leave this alone for now. Well, we'll take the walk back. And if I see something interesting, we'll film it. Hey, Carolina Chris, if you're watching. One of those white birch trees. There's what, 2, 4, 7. And 3 more there, 10, another one down below it, 11, 12, dozen or so. One of them's gonna get sacrificed. I can burn it for firewood, and I'm gonna get you some good birch bark to make something with. You don't want that stuff that peels. I'll show you. When I do it, I'll make a video and show you what you want. We're not gonna do it right now because I'd have to carry it out, and I'm not doing that, sorry. You can call me lazy. I've got tough skin. I'm gonna have to do this video in 2 parts. Great big old pine tree here. Oh, it's dead in the top up on that limb. And there must have been a really rambunctious red squirrel here, because man, has he shelled some pine cones. Wow. Busy little dude. More power to him, eh? What a shame that big walnut went down. Not much I can do now but clean it up. Well, since crying in my beer, it's down. That's not too bad. I only lost 2 trees. Well, this one's got another one down there, a small one, another one down below it, but I only had 2 sites, let me put it that way. Kind of interesting, that stump standing there. Oh well. See, there's those Fisher cat tracks. That's not skunks, Fisher cat. I don't know where I'll edit this in, but those tracks I referred to as a skunk back there, that's not a skunk, that's Fisher cat, which is bigger than a skunk, but in the snow it was hard to tell. When he got over here on this hard pack stuff, you know, right there you go in, right there. That's a Fisher cat, that's not a skunk. They're still sleeping. I don't blame them. I should be too.